Today's topic might be nothing. I don't want to get you guys all worked up into a tizzy. Or it could be absolutely everything and we all need to panic. We're going to be talking about Carl Job's favorite grading company, Wata Games. And what caught my eye this week on Facebook was that people were getting their submissions back, happily sharing their submissions with the rest of the community. And on those submissions, on those grade reports, the number of 10s that people were reporting receiving back from Wata was simply kind of crazy. There were too many 10s. Is Wata getting easier? Should we expect to see more 10s in the future? That's what we're going to talk about today. So say thank you to every single patron who helps support the channel as well as the YouTube members. I can't do this without you guys. Hit the like button and let's talk about Wata Games and the coveted Wata 10 grade. So what first caught my eye was someone showed off their Tears of the Kingdom brand new Wata 10, which that in itself is not weird, right? Switch games, especially brand new release Switch games, Tears of the Kingdom just came out. People are going to have factory cases of these. I'm pretty sure in a Switch case, it's either 24 or 30 copies of the game. So people are just sending in all 30 and hoping for the best. And of course, with those, we are going to see more 10. And seeing one Tears of the Kingdom 10, not strange at all. But then in that same Facebook thread, someone else comments and they say, I just got mine back. I sent out 5 copies and 3 of them came back as 10s. That's where it gets a little bit crazier. You send out 5 copies of Tears of the Kingdom and you got back 3 10s out of that? That is simply unheard of. That is insane. That's crazy. Anyone who has submitted anything to Wata Games can attest to the fact that getting the Wata 10, even if you are sending in case fresh games, is insanely rare. It's really hard to do. So this person is either the luckiest in the world or, well, let's not get crazy yet here. Like I said, those are brand new release Switch games. We're gonna see more 10s on these. So this here is what actually made me stop, pause, and decide to make this video. We see here, again, someone sent in, this must have been a case of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. So out of 8 copies here, we have 4 of them at 9.8 A++, beautiful copies. And we have 4 of them that got a 10 A++. 4 Wata 10 copies of Metal Gear Solid 5 added to the pop report on a single submission. That is, by all metrics, by all counts, absolutely insane. And we have numbers, right? We don't need to guess about this. We have numbers based on DVD style games as to how often these 10s are given out. So we still don't have PS3 Switch pop reports. Those will be coming at the end of the month though, so make sure to subscribe if you want to see videos detailing those pop reports. But first we'll look at PS2, and back in December, which was the first 4 years of grading for Wata, they did 9,879 PS2 games. They gave out 2 Wata 10 grades. That's all the Grand Theft Auto trilogies. That's everything that's case fresh with PS2. They gave out 2 10s. Now, if we go from December to March 2023, right? 477 new games came in from December to March. They gave out an additional 10 grades on PS2. Only 477 games were submitted, 10 new Wata 10s. And you're thinking, oh, it must have been GTA trilogies. Of course they gave them out, blah, blah, blah. You are wrong. There's only 1 10 that was given to a GTA trilogy game, and that already existed on the December pop report. They did give out 2 10s to Devil May Cry Greatest Hits. The other games are pretty random, honestly. Dawn of Mana got 1, Chaos Wars got 1. And the weirdest thing is that they gave out 5 Wata 10s to Capcom Classics Collection Volume 1. Only 14 copies total have been submitted. 5 of them got a perfect grade. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think 14 copies is a case pack for some PS2 games because all of them are mint grades. So these had to have been a case pack. Now we'll go to the same generation as PS3. Maybe we'll start seeing a lot more Wata 10s. So on Nintendo Wii, we have 3,000 submitted. We have 3 Wata 10s. On Xbox 360, we have 4,392 games, 14 Wata 10s. And on the Wii U, out of 1,850 submissions, we have 2 that got a Wata 10. On the Wii, on the 360, and on the Wii U, from December to March, there were 0 new Wata 10s added. So with PS2, there were an odd number of 10s added to the pop report. With these other consoles from the same generation, you can see that they just don't give out 10s. Across almost 9,000 games on those consoles, we have 19 Wata 10s on the pop report. So once again, I bring up this picture for you guys. We have 4 Wata 10s right here on the PS3 for Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. That is almost the same number as Nintendo Wii and Wii U 10s combined on the entire pop report. The entire 4 or 5 years that Wata Games has been grading games now. And this is why I think it is actually possible that Wata may be giving out the 10 grade more often. For now, nothing is conclusive. We will have to look at the new pop reports. Like I said, they should come out by the end of the month. We'll get to see how many 10s were added on Wii U, on 360, on Switch, how many 10s exist, PS3. We'll be able to see the actual numbers on these consoles. Maybe it just is that PS3 games are all mint. Maybe Wata loves giving out 10s on PS3. But for now, based on all of the numbers we have, just seems like a really odd amount of 10s being given out. And let's just go back to Nintendo Switch for a second here, because undoubtedly we are going to see the most 10s given out for this console. I don't disagree with that, and honestly, I welcome it. I want them to use the 10. I am not angry at Wata if they do decide to give out 10s. They should give out 10s, especially with these ultra modern games where there's just not going to be conditional nuance. They are going to be perfect. And we even do see it with Beckett here. If we go to everyone's favorite Umbreon card again, even on Beckett with the Moonbreon card, the Beckett Black Label, the toughest grade to get in all of cards, even on the 2021 Umbreon card, it has a 5% hit rate on getting Black Label. They've given out 95 Black Labels on 1900 submissions. So you can see, even in the card world where we have these gate-kept types of grades, the companies are giving out perfect grades on this stuff. I have zero issue at all if we start seeing a lot more 10s with Nintendo Switch. Honestly, we probably should be seeing more 10s with PS2, with PS3, with Wii. All of these consoles that just don't have a lot of conditional nuance. Now, I don't think we're gonna start seeing more 10s on cardboard games. Interestingly, we do have a Pokemon Ruby 10 coming up at the signature auction. Seeing a 10 on a GBA game is a unicorn in itself. Seeing it on Pokemon Ruby is just insane. Maybe I'm just not listening to myself here and we're only seeing a Pokemon 10 Ruby because Wata's getting easier with its grading scale. Maybe I need to take my own advice here. But if there's anything to take away from this conversation, it's just be cautious if you are spending a lot of money on Wata 10s, especially if we're talking about Switch games. I do believe that the 10 will be the baseline for investing in Nintendo Switch, but I also believe we are going to see a lot more 10s on Switch than we've ever seen before for any other console, and I think the supply of 10s is going to surprise most people. As for other consoles, PS3, Wii, 360, as soon as the new pop reports come out, I'm gonna crunch the data. We're gonna see what it says. Let me know if you think Wata should be giving out the 10 grade more. Let me know if you've gotten any 10s back lately. Hit the like button before you go, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.